Hello everyone, welcome back to the Water Street Cycle Track project here in New Haven. It's been a few weeks since the last update video, so let's take a look at what work has been done since then. So starting here at the western project limit intersection with State Street and Water Street, see the new curb's been installed, and this is to widen the existing sidewalk so that this current multi-use bike and pedestrian path will widen out as it approaches the Water Street Bridge and become a separate cycle track and pedestrian path. So I talked in the last video about how we can't really make any modifications to the bridge. So the cycle track will be at the road level here with some striping and delineators, and that will be the existing sidewalk for pedestrians over the bridge. So as we head over the bridge, we can see that now all of the curb has been installed along with the processed aggregate base all the way downhill towards Olive Street. So just imagine this paved with asphalt, and there is your finished cycle track. So if you look here, the processed aggregate base, it's a fancy name, but it's really just an engineered mixture of different sizes of rocks that when it gets compacted like this, it provides a really stable base for pavement on top of it. So the two different curbs you see here, this will be the sidewalk continuing here, and that will be a ramp up from road level up to cycle track level. As it continues this way, you can see the curb kind of comes in a little bit. This will be a combined multi-use path. It's about 15 feet wide here, so it'll be a 12-foot paved cycle track here and a 3-foot grass buffer on the traffic side. If you recall from the last video, the existing catch basin used to be right around where this manhole was, and because the curb got moved out, we needed a new catch basin on the new curb line. So what you see here is something called an offset catch basin. So under that inlet structure, usually a catch basin will have a pretty deep area and a little pool called a sump, and then the pipe, the outlet pipe into the storm system, will be within there. But as you see here, there's some utilities under the street, and so we can't put a really deep sump when we move the catch basin from there to there. So this offset basin structure, there's kind of this concrete ramp underneath here that pitches back towards the existing sump over there. And instead of a catch basin top, because this will be a paved cycle track, there's a manhole cover. So whenever you see an offset catch basin, it's usually a good indicator that some work has been done in the area to move curb lines around, because that's not usually something you'll install in new construction, really only for retrofits like the cycle track. We can see here these electric utility manhole covers that used to be lower were now raised up by the electric company to match the new grade of the cycle track. Some more processed aggregate base down here, some construction stakes to mark the elevations that they have to pave. Got our nice grant funding sign here. So this project is funded by what's called the LOTSIT program. It's a Connecticut grant program that funds small to medium-sized transportation projects on local streets around Connecticut. Towns can apply for it. So we love the LOTSIT program down here in New Haven. I just made a video a few months ago about the Valley Street project. That was also a LOTSIT project. So that's really contributed to a lot of the infrastructure improvements down here. More stakes. So again, the 12-foot cycle track through here, the 3-foot grass buffer on the traffic side. As we approach the intersection with Olive Street, you can see another offset catch basin installation. So catch basin and manhole, that used to be the catch basin. And over here is where all the concrete ramps will be. So the asphalt cycle track will transition to concrete here. We're going to have a few ramps down here. It's going to have the pedestrian ramp for the crosswalk. Then because Olive Street is going to be an on-road bike route, we're going to have a receiving bike ramp here and a bike ramp here to go across the street. There's been some more utility adjustments down here. This old manhole, I don't know if it's storm or sanitary, but that was found. It was buried under a few feet of dirt. So that was raised up. Going to be level with the sidewalk. More construction stakes so that the concrete crew knows where to hit their elevations. Then the cycle track comes down here. It's going to match up to the existing one there. So it's really coming along. Stay tuned for more updates.